Tibetan Review, 14th of February 2024, continued COVID border closures between Tibet and Nepal by China cause familial separation and disrupt livelihoods. A biological weapon that escaped control, coronavirus. While the global community has long since moved on from the grave concern posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, the Chinese government maintains a different perspective regarding the border region between Nepal and occupied Tibet. According to KathmanduPost.com, on February 14, officials in Tibet stated they are still awaiting authorization from Beijing to reopen the border, which was closed in January 2020 to contain the COVID contagion. As of January 2020, the Chinese government closed Tiptala Bhanjyang in Taplejung, close to the Nepal-Tibet border, due to the coronavirus threat. Hundreds of residents of the northern villages of Taplejung have been unable to visit their relatives in Tibet for the past 4 years, according to the report, due to the prolonged border closure. The Ria community, situated in Dingji County, Tibet, is near the frontier, approximately 35 kilometers. However, for the past 4 years, I have been unable to visit this maternal residence. As long as the Nepal-China border remains closed, my maternal village is inaccessible, Padan Sherpa, the wife of Temba and a permanent resident of Along Chungola in Ward 7 of Phak Tanglong Rural Municipality, was quoted in the report as saying, "Along Chungola's Bhomo Sherpa from Mawatar endures a comparable ordeal. She was wed to Bujung of the Bhodkola Rural Municipality in the Songkhla district of Nepal. She was born in Tibet. Following their migration to Mawatar, the couple started raising yaks. Although the parents are content with their financial situation and the education of their 3 children, Bhomo's sole grievance is that she can no longer visit her parents in Tibet due to the border crossing." Both Temba and Bujung frequently traveled to Tibetan markets for trade before the pandemic, transporting various commodities on yaks. They established relationships with Tibetan women during their travels, resulting in their adoption as life companions. Bujung has stated, "We never imagined that the border would close one day and prevent us from seeing our relatives. It takes us between 5 and 7 hours of walking to reach my maternal relatives in Riu to make a phone call. My journey to my maternal residence would require less time than the journey to Along Chungola. However, the closed border prevents me from entering," Padan, who is in her 40s, has stated. According to the report, Sarang Kipa, who is in her early 70s and resides with her spouse, Donda Sherpa, in Along Chungola, strongly desires to reunite with her maternal family in Tibet. However, the impassability of the frontier continues to be a distressing obstacle in her path. Ward Chairman of Ward 7 in the Phak Tanglong Rural Municipality, Chaitan Sherpa Lama, has stated that at least 18 women reside in the Yangma and Along Chungola settlements, with their maternal residences in Tibet. He says numerous Tibetan women are wedded to Nepalese men from Mikakola, Phole, and Gansa, among other territories. Discussions are held with county representatives from Dingji County, Tibet. They inform us that the frontier will reopen once authorization is obtained from the central government in Beijing. The Nepalese government should communicate with the Chinese central government, Chaitan has stated, adding that his attempts to do so have been fruitless thus far. According to the report, transboundary commerce and animal husbandry were severely impacted by the border closure. Those who reside near the Nepal-China frontier obtain their daily necessities in Tibet, as the region is not yet linked to Nepal's national road network. According to the report, Tibet is a significant market for distributing a range of products, such as domesticated animals and medicinal botanicals.